Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of KingsGuard, episode 19. In fact, we just kind of found out that we have been going on for about a year now. We should probably make a big deal about that on the Twitters to get people's attention. But hi, I am your GM for today. My name is Noir. I go by he, they. Yeah, and I'm just excited to jump into this episode of KingsGuard. So, that's enough about me. Oh, hold on, no, there's one last thing. I want to get better at making sure that we give a huge shout out to Roll20 for sponsoring our show. I also want to make sure that we give a huge shout out to Found Familiar for sponsoring the channel. And personally, I want to give a shout out to Blackcraft Cult, who has sponsored me. So very excited for all the support that we are getting as a show, as a community, and just basically as a team. And that's really, truly thanks to all of you hyping us up and supporting us all the way through. That being said, let's get to the most important part of every story, and that is the people that tell it. So we're going to start with the king of KingsGuard, AJ, aka UG Festifiger. That's a hard name to say.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a dick for doing that.
You is.
Yeah. Let's just look back as we think about this year of being on KingsGuard. I chose Eugene Festifiger just to be a dick, and I did not realize of how important my character would be. So, yes. Hi, I'm AJ, also known as Sushi Kid. I will be playing Eugene Festifiger for tonight. King of Gloria, man of sea and stars. Eugene's pronouns are he, they. My pronouns are he, him. And I am going to be better about saying the pronouns of everything for myself. That is my New Year's resolution.
All right, so passing it right along to our local paladin, Anita, aka Yenna. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Anita. I am also Yenna Stein, your resident Oath of Vengeance paladin who is now lost in time. Yeah, some things are gonna happen, and it's gonna be interesting. Also, my pronouns are she, they, and so are Yenna's, because we like to keep it consistent across the board. Passing it over.
All right. And passing it over, we're actually in the mountains of the Zuko's. We got a Day Zuko, aka D. Please tell us about yourself.
Good evening, my lovely creatures of the night. My name is D, and tonight I'll be bringing to you a Day Zuko whose pronouns are he, they. My pronouns are all consuming, and if you get too close, I will take yours.
Sure.
You just running people up for their pronouns?
Yeah, run that. Yeah, we need that. We need that.
Run them pronouns.
That's why do you think I dropped the her? I got into one game with D, and I had to go she, they.
It's true.
He's sticking people up for their pronouns.
Run them pronouns. Run them pronouns.
D took her right out of my pronouns.
You know what it is.
Moving right along. We've got our resident note taker and our wizard, Arabella, aka Darby. Tell us about yourself.
Hello, my name's Darby. I'm not dying, but Arabella did get a die job this episode. What up? Both her and my pronouns are she, her. Yeah, that's it. That's me. I'm gonna drink my liquids now.
You're making me cough. All right, and finally we've got Harper, our warlock, and the houseless one, aka Shosha. Tell us about yourself.
Hey there, everyone. My name is Harper. I am going to be playing Shosha, formerly Sistrurus, no longer, now just Shosha. That's going to be a fun conversation to have with the group. My pronouns are she, they, Shosha's are she, her, and that's basically all I have to say about that.
All right. And we have a new feature on the show. I used to do the recaps, and while I think I did a fantastic job, I was usurped last time by what I have to admit is the best recapper in the game. So we're gonna hand it right on over to Darby. And if you as an audience like the recap, then I will award Darby and one random cast member an inspiration card of the highest order, which is Valor. So Darby, go ahead and bring the thunder.
Hey, yo, fucking Cash Money. The Red Queen started off. The Red Queen gave me fucking a disease because I am too powerful and I can't become the Nora Enigma if I'm fucking dead. So let's start off with Yenna Stein rolls up to the house and sees that this bitch is on fire because Mirabelle is fucking pissed and throwing a temper tantrum for all the ages. And she's blasting shit left, right, center. Yenna rolls up. It's like, yo, the fuck are you doing? And she's like, where are they? Where are those wills? We find out that Yenna is a fucking terrible liar. When Yenna tries to say, I burned both of them, she's like, sure, bet. And then they fight. Yenna makes a smart move after trying to take a couple swingerinos to just fucking a dippy yippy. But turns out Mirabelle got a saint suit from someone in the Second City of Saviors circuit, and now has a fucking Iron Man suit and just goes, I fucking bet they're fucking flying. They're diving. Yenna is fucking going lefty, righty, dives into a building and makes a baller play to get out of a fucking, what the fuck was it? Gravity well? No. What was it? A fucking big ass spell. Pulse wave or some shit. I took notes. I have notes on Mirabelle's suit. Anyways, Yenna manages to make it out of dodge, and then as Yenna is calmly, peacefully soaring away, hears a Red Queen whisper a little something something, and Yenna goes, oh fuck, and flies back into the old chapel. Then next we meet the best fucking NPC. Move aside. It's fucking it's fucking Anaki, the best fucking NPC. We're not going to the Hall of the Mountain King. We're going to the Hall of the Mountain Queen, who's been leading the fucking Zukos. I love this little girl. And now all of us, if anyone touches one fucking hair on that little girl's head, first of all, they're probably going to die because she got a big ass fucking sniper rifle and does not fuck around. Second of all of us are going to fucking kill her. all of us are going to kill whoever touches her. But now she kills him first. We finally have a peaceful fucking moment, a moment of fucking rest, because the day was the first one to roll up into the Zuko camp, and the Zukos went, oh shit, it's a day. We know you. You're a person we know. And then we have the best fucking reunion. We meet the best fucking character. It's fucking amazing. And then a day has the best badass motherfucking send-off to the fucking deceased Zukos who died fighting, who gave their lives, put their lives on the line, and is embracing this role of passing people on beyond the fold. You know what I mean? And then Anati continues to be the fucking best. The best of all. And then, she tells us that her gun's name's Zumaya, and it's a sniper hammer. And it's fucking awesome. And then let's see, where's that Shosha area? Shosha lands a nat fucking 20 on her mom, with a fucking witch bolt, just shablast. And then her mom goes, no, stop, sit the fuck down, drop that shit. I have written here at 5th level 21, but fuck little shit makes her fail, which I think is Noir making her fail that save. I
don't know why the coughing is making this so much funnier to me.
Hanging in there. The mom is an ass. She's like, you're making a mistake. You're gonna get yourself killed. I'm fucking doing what's the fucking best. I don't want to fucking kill you because you're an investment, and I don't like a crypto bro. I hate watching my investments going to waste. But unlike NFTs, they're not on blockchain. And then Shosha has a fucking, I choose to be the person I want to be, not who you want to be, who you want me to be. Fucking badass lines being spat back and forth. Mother sister I trying to be fucking snarky bitch, and then Shosha being like smack, smack, smack. And then they fight. Mother sister I is a +12 to initiative, which is fucking terrifying as shit. We're fucking going back and forth. And she has a fucking sneak attack, and it's scary. And she does the stabby stab, and then Shosha does the stabby stab and does a draconic smite, which is badass mother of dragons. But and then it turns out Mommy Dearest was actually just a snowman, and just like Frosty Snowman, she fucking melted away because the magic of the heart in children's hearts fucking went away. I guess I don't know. Winter's dead. Long live summer. She melts into a puddle. Shosha has a kind of nice communication with Zashoy, who's like, I'm loyal to this house, but like, But on the downside, Oshal is now going to be Shosha's executioner, which is super not cool. Super not jazzy at all. I'm not dying. And then Shosha's like, I'm gonna go hit up the person who taught me how to do all that poisoning and shit. Turns out that she was in on the whole thing the entire time. Like Ashton Kutcher's like gotcha show. She fucking knew Soulless. She fucking knew that the soil was like, that Shosha was the soil. She fucking knew exactly what was up. And she's like, I finally fucking leave. And Soulless is like, yeah, we're done here. You can like pack that shit up and go. And then Shosha's like, you want to come meet the King of Gloria? Like, let's go, bestie. And she's like, okay, I'm bored. Let's leave. I hate this place. And then lastly, but not leastly, Yenna finds Stonks again, which is great. We love Stonks. Turns out Stonks is absolutely fucking lying about the only reason he came back to the church was to hide in the rubble and check for Yenna. Turns out he has a magical little peephole he likes to look through or just sit around and wait for Mustard Face and Mustard Shirt to come through and give magical guns and gifts and stuff. And then Yenna fell through. And now Yenna is stuck in a place with a way to come home, maybe not the way that Yenna came. Mid-credit scene, fucking screaming at Gunther. Oh no, maybe someone in the 5th age just rolled into the 2nd age. Psst, it's fucking Yenna. That's Yenna. The last one, besides writing Santa Side Squad, that way up in the sky, way up, aerial view, nice, breezy up there. There is a legion of very angry Fey Shadow Elves who are just vibing, sharpening their knives, and just waiting for Eugene to be fucking alone before they like fish fillet him in the sky. Quote, we shall wait till people see the like king of the sky like die or some shit. I think hang in the air or something like that. Anyways, they're fucking pissed and they're here. And now we're going to be besties with Eugene, literally glued at the shoulder. Anyways, that's been me.
Okay, well, I think that was as thorough a recap as anybody could ask for. I think I saw some folks in the audience saying that they dug the recap. I personally dug the recap. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make sure that Darby goes ahead and gets a card of inspiration. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to roll a D4 to see who else gets it. And that was a 1, so that's going to be Yenna. Yenna is going to get the other one. How very appropriate, because you're probably going to need it. I'm kidding. Nothing bad is going to happen. So here is your heroic inspiration card, Yenna. And here is your heroic inspiration card, Derby. Oh my God, you have heroic is actually higher.
Okay.
I mixed them up. Look at you. See, I'm trying to help you out, but you anyway. So we're gonna start where we left off. With Yenna, who's ended up in a forest, and you've just kind of fallen in between a skirmish between two figures. One is a white-haired gentleman, and the other is a massive figure with dreadlocks. And they're just swinging their swords at each other until one of them stops and goes, wait, who are you? And then the white-haired gentleman looks at you. It just kind of stares, and the massive figure that's holding these two large blades puts them up and goes, is this another one of your tricks because you're losing? First off, I wasn't losing. I had you exactly where I wanted you, but I don't know who this is.
I'm not supposed to be here. Definitely not supposed to be here.
No, I don't think you are. The massive figure walks behind the white-haired gentleman, like claps a big meaty hand on the shoulder. What do you mean you don't know who this is? I don't know who it is. Well, just do the thing you do. Do you think that I would be saying I don't know who it is and not have done the thing that I do? And then you see a very petite and small green-haired elf go, are you too dumb? Who's that? And then, the white-haired gentleman goes, I do not know. How do you not know? Do the thing you do. Everybody keeps telling me to do the thing I do. I've done the thing that I do, and I can't see who this is. Who are you?
Yenna Stein is my name. I'm not who. I seem to have fallen in a crack.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Yenna Stein, Alexander Cross. This is Chrono, and that's my wife, Kateno. Say hi, Kateno. Hi.
Does Yenna knows who Alexander Cross is?
Yes.
Absolutely.
He does not have the clockworks in his eyes. His eyes are currently silver. And his hair is not slicked back. It's kind of down to his face. Yes.
I'm guessing the thing that you do is chronomancy, yes?
See, finally, word's starting to get around that I told you, people would take notice. I'm building something here, and it's starting to work. You don't even know who this is. Well, they know who I am, so that means that we're getting somewhere. Yes, what I do is chronomancy.
Or chronography.
Or chronography.
Yeah.
Oh!
I have fallen through a splinter in time, and if you are Alexander Cross, and this is probably the second age, yes?
Second age? suppose that would make sense. That's why I can't see you because, well, I mean, I can see you, but I can't see you because technically, you must exist in a time where I am
sleeping, locked away. I mean, to be fair, the passage of time takes care of everybody after a long enough window. I can't really say
given a
much
long enough timeline, the life expectancy for all living things becomes 0. Of course, yes. I didn't expect to live forever. I just kind of thought.
This is definitely not. This is definitely more of my friend's stuff, and I really shouldn't be here. And this is even talking to you right now is a little bit dangerous. And no, this is definitely more Arabella's.
Okay, well, first off, relax. Things are good. Okay. So you are in the wrong time period.
You speak at a normal pace. It's fine.
Oh, well, good. All right. Well, so I would help you, but I
can't.
Don't. Right. I recently, he just stopped being a nut job. Shut up, Catino. But yes, I did just recently reclaim my senses.
I'm gonna have to make a history check because I don't know how much Yenna knows about this at all.
Go for it.
That's a 20.
A nat?
No,
no, that's a dirty 20.
It's a modified 20.
With a dirty 20, with the dirty 20, you are familiar with like the folklore of it all, which is that he is a prince from a ruined kingdom that vanished and then came back to become a guardian of the world, like a fantastic hero. But that's really all the folklore kind of gives you.
But I look over to Kateno and I'm like, I know you.
What did you do? I didn't do anything. I don't know how she knows.
We won't meet for a while.
Wait a second. I die and she's still alive? That hardly seems fair.
To be fair, she's kind of living in like a pocket. I don't know. It only appears sometimes, and sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not.
Don't be mad, honey. I told you, nature's better than time. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Fine. So we know each other. That's great.
It was only really one meeting, and really you were more interested in my friend because the soil was good. I don't know really what it means, but now she can do some strange things.
Well, I suppose that is a great way to consider a person's worth. Good soil. Okay.
Good soup.
Good soup.
And
Good soil.
And you just see Chrono going,
Okay.
This is where you talk about me now.
What do I know anything about Chrono at all?
You do know that he is the founder of the continent of Mitsukai, and that's all you know because their walls are closed off. Actually, roll me another history check.
Okay. That's a 15.
And with the 15, you do know that the few times someone from Mitsukai does venture outside of their continent, they're all amazing fighters. Like, some of the best fighters in the world come from Mitsukai.
I know that you founded Mitsukai, but Mitsukai's borders are closed. But the best fighters are from there.
Wait, I have a kingdom? And you named it your last name, you egotistical prick.
There you go.
Go fuck yourself, Xander. You're dead. Go fuck yourself, Cronal. Your country probably sucks. You don't even know the basics of economics. I do know that I can punch your little nerd ass in the face and take your money.
Mitsukai keeps to itself.
Well, that's how you solve the economic problems. You just keep your shit to yourself. Fuck you, Chrono. Fuck you, Xander.
Oh God. They say you really shouldn't. I'm getting a headache.
So what's your deal? What are you about? What do you do?
I'll pop the wings.
Oh shit, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty badass. Can they fly? Just I don't want to ask if they can fly. Is that rude? No, you ask.
I can fly and I can hear just fine.
Can we see you fly?
I'll just like hover slightly. I'll do like a quick flap, hop down. Also, I have I'm a paladin, sworn to protect the. I can't.
You notice something very strange the moment you pop your wings.
Mm.
Usually, there's some level of exertion where you can only maintain it so long before they have to go away. You feel no such exertion here.
Oh no, I think I'm closer to the. Oh, that's because they haven't left yet.
What are they talking about? I don't know. You're supposed to know everything. They're not from this time. I can only know things that's from this time. Only like 50 years.
As much as I could, as much as I would want to tell you everything, I don't know exactly what telling is already affected the. Oh God, like I said, this is definitely more of my friend's strong suit. She's much more knowledgeable than I am.
Oh, are you afraid about Paradox? Because he's got to deal with it. I really shouldn't have explained that to you, Chrono. I really do hate you. Go ahead, tell us something we're not supposed to know. It's just watch. It's funny. You just see Xander, like he takes out a bit of rope, puts it in his mouth, bites down on it. Okay.
Your daughter sings the world to sleep and puts magic to bed as well.
Daughter? a cut comes across his chest and knocks him backwards. And you see a black energy emit out of the cut and start to stitch himself together. Oh, it sucks every time. And Chrono goes, he's where all the paradox goes.
Sorry. I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna do a quick lay on hands.
It does nothing.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
And then you just see Katana looking. His daughter with who?
Just look at her.
And she's like, daggers.
You?
Oh! Okay, just checking. Just checking. Oh!
Sorry.
Who did you think it would be with? Don't forget, I remember how much of a prick you were. Look, we weren't used to seeing else. Go fuck yourself, Xander. You can see they're just kind of berating each other. And he looks at you, and they look at you, and then they do a quick huddle. I'll give you a perception check. Go ahead.
10.
They're trying to figure out how to help you, and it's basically they just keep going, well, fix it, Sage. He's like, I don't know how.
Honestly, I don't know that you can because I fell through a crack in time in Stoneheart in a church, and now I'm here.
You know what a Stoneheart is? I have no earthly idea.
Ooh, history check would Yetta would know probably what it would be called in this age. Knowing like
Go for it.
all right. 15.
It's simply called the Empire of Stalls.
The Empire of Stalls is what it's called right now.
Oh, okay. I don't. We gotta get some help. I don't know what the fuck.
Oh my god.
And then finally, they kind of break. All right. We
Just
think.
doing a quick look at this. Okay, we'll figure that out later.
We think we may be able to help you. We just have to go to Mordecai's tower. There may be something that I can use to enhance what I can do and get you home. I've got to be honest with you. I'm really only good for like a good 20 to 25 years, like maybe 50 years if I push it real hard.
How far back are we? Exactly. Second age is like...
Second age, we're looking at around 15,000 years.
Cool. Yeah, this is very much outside of your window of expertise. Times that.
I can.
50 years? 25 years? That's about what
I mean, I the most I've ever cranked it currently. $62 years.
You're going to want to times any of your estimates by at least 300.
Nobody can do that.
Uh,
That's fundamentally impossible.
well, if this is the second age, I am from the fifth.
Okay. Just 1 second. We're gonna help you out. That's what we do. We're heroes. Like, is that what we decided?
I don't know. I need to get back to you, Eugene, and the others, and... Huh.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Oh god, I've only got 1 intelligence. What am I gonna do with this? 13.
You see that their minds are racking with ideas of how to help you.
Mm-hmm.
And they're coming up dry. And the main reasons that they're coming up dry, from what you can understand, is that they have no idea of their own potential or abilities or fate.
Would causing a paradox potentially help this?
I don't know. What do you... Essentially, you're going to have to figure out how to help yourself here.
Oh,
Because
God.
now, you ran into them at pretty much the tail end of their... the tail beginning of their... like the beginning of their adventure.
Oh God. Oh God. This is...
You can take your time with it, but they're camping and they're looking at you like, look, let's let's eat something first, right? We'll just sit and relax, and we'll just brainstorm. We'll figure this out. We'll get you home.
Oh, this is a terrible idea. Here's the thing. None of you are... God, this sounds a lot like someone else that's terrible and does terrible things and has terrible ideas. None of you are ready yet. Is there any way that... Alexander, could you push me forward to a time when you would be ready?
Ready for what exactly?
There's a lot of things that are going to happen that none of you are aware of or know. I only know most of the folklore. Like I said, this is long past.
I mean, I can move somebody. I mean, I could take somebody with me, but I mean, it makes the traveling harder. So, honey, what's the farthest we've ever went? 5 years, I think. I could maybe do 5 years, 5, 10.
Ten will have to probably do, I suppose. And if I meet you again, then perhaps you know more.
Oh, yeah, I could pass you
Wait.
off to me 10 years from now, maybe, I guess.
My initial 20 on the knowledge check really wouldn't have anything like specific on what's going to happen. Like I know things that happen from folklore standpoints, but I don't know specifics. I guess this means I'm just going to have to take the long way home. 10 years? It's a start. Can you see
Okay.
10 years?
I try not to look at myself. It's I looked one time, bummer. It was just not good. Hey, I recognize that. He points to your sword.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a part of the bummer.
I don't think I'm the cause of the bummer. But maybe I am.
Okay, yeah, 10. I can do it. No, you can't, you wuss. Fuck you, Chrono. All right. All right, no, just gotta limber up. I can do this. Whew. I solved the riddle. I'm the Noir Enigma. I'm the prince. Still a prince, baby. Gonna be king. All right, here we go. All right, just limber up. Limber up. Okay, ready? Give me a hand.
Okay.
Whew. All right, take a deep breath. Don't look around. It's terrifying.
I'll close my eyes then. Oh, Jesus Christ. You rolled a 1, didn't he? Fuck.
Ayo, can I donate one of my inspiration cards to Chrono?
I actually have my my heroic inspiration card, and to immediately re-roll that d20 that you just rolled.
Okay. Okay, that's better. That's actually exactly. All right, here we go. Limber up. All right, I'm the king. I'm the king. I'm the king. All right, here we go. You're still in the same forest area, but Chrono and Cateno aren't there. Right, I'm not
You're
the
not
best
actually-
with locations. Yeah, but I mean, here, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna send myself I'm gonna write down on my journal to come back here today, and it should only be a couple of minutes, right? I promise. You can count on me. I don't let people down when I can help it.
I'm trusting you on this.
Okay. All right. Whew. Here we go. Here we go. And he's going. You know, right?
Yeah?
Hey,
Hey.
you see him. His hair's a little bit longer. His clothes are much more elegant looking. And you see he now has a rapier to his side.
Does the rapier look
Still
familiar?
can't. The rapier does not look familiar.
Still can't see me?
Still can't. I was curious to see if I could by now. Still can't.
How far can you push me forward again?
I'm good for a good 200, 250.
Gonna have to do, I suppose. Will you be around in 200 to 250? That's the question.
If I could see it, I guess I'm there. The problem is, though, and I really do hate to bother you with this, I'm kind of in the middle of something. And I am going to need to borrow that for just a second.
Great War in the East?
Not exactly. That's happening, but I got better things to do. But time is a little bit of a factor here, no pun intended. But I really need that right now.
My sword?
Yes, I've got literally less than 15 seconds. So if you could just toss it to me.
Sword.
As soon as you toss it to him, he grabs it, and you see another figure come out of nowhere with a great sword. Thank you. Grabs the guy by the chest, and then.
Well, there's the bummer. I'm just gonna sit down, crisscross applesauce on the ground.
And it begins to rain. And you're just sitting there for an hour or two. And then slowly the rain drops fall and stop in the air. I kept you waiting. That's rude, right?
It wasn't that long. To be honest, I'm the one that's putting you out. But I thank you for the help.
Fifth age. Correct?
Correct. Are you all right?
You see his eyes are clockwork, and there is no emotional expression on his face. I can take you there. Give me your hand.
What do I know about this point in the story?
This is when, according to the folklore and with your history check, this is when he became what he needed to be to fend off the Ats.
I'm sorry for the things you have to do. The things you had to do.
I don't understand.
I'm just gonna touch his face real quick. To go where you went, to see what you saw. It changes a person.
Does it? You see your sword being rebuilt atom by atom. Your sword as it was no longer exists. I'm sorry. I had to take it beyond the veil, but it will be necessary for you to have it. And so it is.
It'll get better.
I think I understand what you're trying to convey. There's no need for sympathy. It's such a very small, small thing that really has no place in the greater scheme of things. You need to go back. Your friends are currently in the mountains. They just talked to Anati and she's guiding them to... Well, that's how that happens. Good to know. Thank you. Because of you, I've seen, and I know what needs to be done. When you see Valeska, when you see Viveka, tell her I'll be on my way soon. She'll understand.
Can I roll an insight check?
Roll it.
Natural 20. 27.
I hate you all so goddamn much.
But Noir, I'm sick. You can't be mad at me. Please.
Something about him looking in on the rest of the KingsGuard has informed him about something that directly impacts his life. And according to what he just told you, because of looking in on your friends, he knows what he has to do. It seems to involve someone named Viveka.
All right. I'll reach out my hand.
That won't be necessary. And you find yourself with the rest of the KingsGuard.
Yo, this map is fire as fuck. What?
And Anati is leading them deeper into the heart of the mountains. I told you that we found something that we didn't see before, and this is what it is, but we have not been able to cross the bridge, as you can see. Maybe you all will have more luck than the rest of us.
Yenna.
Ah!
Sorry, I'm late.
Really, you jump? You act as though people don't come out of nowhere all the time. And you, how are you coming out of nowhere?
Hey, down, Tiger.
I made some friends.
Are you okay?
Eugene immediately goes over to Yenna and is like holding their hands. It's like, Are you okay? Does Eugene see like burn marks or like scuff marks from like battle or anything?
Alexander returned you at full health. You gained the benefit of a long rest from being shifted.
I am now.
Good. I'm so glad you're here.
Hey, whole crew's together.
This is disgusting. Look, I've shown you all that I told you that I was going to show you.
Your compatriots were saying that they had seen writing similar to like what was on this sword, and she's gonna pull out the sword of the first blade singer.
And she goes, yes, it's right here.
Okay, cool. Just want to double check.
Yes, about that. Can I take a look at that?
I mean, if you want to, I'm not the king. He's the king, so I suppose you should be asking him, man.
Yeah, go. Yeah, let's take a look at this.
You've got to get a little bit better at giving away royal decrees. You've got to. You're stuttering a whole lot. It's not inspiring a lot of confidence.
It's been a while. 2 weeks.
Yenna, I love
me.
this little girl. We have to fucking protect her.
So Shosha's gonna just like go up and look at it, and I don't think she has to activate Eyes of the Runekeeper. I think she
does not.
Hey yo, what do your UNTI see?
They're elf eyes. I'm a little bit of everything.
I'm definitely like kneeling by Anatu. Is like, so do you have any like tips or anything? Just like
you've got to start standing up straight first off.
From one leader to a person that needs to be a leader, I need tips like this. I need help.
I'll write you a whole thing because I am seeing a lot of things that we can work on. You're all of Gloria. You've got to lead all of Gloria.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And so, Shosha, you stoop down and start reading, and you notice that it says the same thing in hundreds of languages, even languages that you are unfamiliar with, which is when her rising is her rising is the sign of the return. Only the Ats may walk and not burn.
I will relay that to the group.
That's not ominous at all. There's only one of us here who even remotely can try walking across that.
That would probably be Shosha.
Given what Montreal found in your blood.
I'm supposed to deliver a message.
Oh, to whom?
From whom?
Someone named Viveka?
Does that name sound familiar?
Go ahead and roll me a history check. DC 25.
Give me 1 second.
I can definitely not get that then. I'm just not gonna try.
Can any of us try that?
I can
or
get
is
with
it
a
just
19 or a 20.
Sure.
Ow. Noir, I would like to re-roll.
Why am I rolling an advantage? Sorry, that's
20
a 13.
I just rolled with my inspiration
15.
card, please.
Sure.
And did I press? I did press history. Okay.
Sure. Why
14.
not?
Are you fucking shitting my balls off?
Let's go for it.
Can I keep going?
What do you mean? Can you keep? No.
I've got inspiration cards.
I mean, okay, yeah. If you want to burn all your inspiration cards on this, I'll let you.
Nah, okay, I'll save it.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm good. Never mind.
Here.
I'm sick. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Is Viveka a member of Clan Zuko?
No.
No.
Not since I was last here, no. Yeah.
That was me asking in Shosha. That was not me asking
Yeah.
you, Noir.
Didn't Shosha
No, that
make
was
a
That
roll?
was a
Nazi.
Nazi.
Oh, okay.
No.
That was a Nazi.
Kind of stupid name is Viveka.
All right. Calm down.
I'm just saying we've got better taste than that.
Some of us do.
I mean, for the most part, I mean, have you seen the way Viveka dresses?
Be nice. Be nice.
Day, can
I
we
mean,
please
yes,
adopt?
but
Can
be
we please
nice.
adopt your daughter into this group? I don't
She's unfortunately taken by the worst father in the world, so you have to wait until she's 18.
He's an asshole, but I love him.
Well, I mean, the only thing to do is go forward into that weird sparkling light ahead.
Do you think that we can?
I think
I think
you can.
Shosha can.
Anati. And you see a couple of soldiers kind of poke their head out. We've got a little bit of an issue. No, not my responsibility any longer. No, that's him. He does that now. He points to you and they go,
What's the problem?
we have noticed a few scouts, but we don't know what house they are from, advancing onto the mountains.
Scouts.
Speaking of scouts, Yana, how did things at your house go?
Not well, and I fought your sister.
Oh,
A joy. Does she know you were headed here?
Well, I fell. Hard to explain. I went back to the church. I was planning on actually going somewhere else to maybe get her off of your scent, and then I was returned here by a friend.
It happens. You go establish a perimeter defense. Take squads 7 and 9 specifically. You
Aye.
go to the village and make sure that everyone is properly equipped and knows where to hide in the mountains if someone does get past the perimeter. And you, and Day will turn to Anati, says, go out there and do what you've been doing a good job doing.
Oh my
Make
gosh,
sure
I was
no one
hoping you would
dies.
say that. She just has this big ass hammer, sniper rifle. She goes, just puts it on her back. And she starts to head off, but before she does, she stops and turns and runs back and gives a Day just this big hug.
wow.
Remember the number 1 rule of leading in combat. Nothing is worth the lives of who you are leading.
And you remember the rule of your daughter, which is, I don't care if you get zapped away by some magical god, or I don't care if like some undead lady or whatever tells you to do something, you come back here.
Understood.
Hey,
Or leave.
uh,
Yes, Your
I'm gonna
Highness. We were having a moment, but you're the king. It's fine.
Sass.
I'm going
She's
to.
quite sassy. I do enjoy her company.
Oh, she's so lovely. I take out a little potion bottle and I give it to Anati, just in case.
Okay.
Just for clarification, I gave her a potion of possibility.
Okay. And she looks at you and goes, Your Highness, please keep him safe.
I got him.
And she starts to walk back, and then she just eyes Shosha like this, just like this. Just this. You're immune to poison, but it's just like a. She walked
It's
by.
okay. It's psychic damage.
And then you're all left.
Shosha will just turn to Day and go, how many years until she turns 18 exactly?
This point 7.
Okay.
I
Okay.
mean, we can have
Do
like a
7.
Do 7.
But you are left on the bridge. You see 2 statues holding up torches, and there is a wall of fire between them.
Holding up the sword of the blade singer, is it reacting at all to the cool? Just want to make sure.
Oh, that actually reminds me. I meant to look at that. Arabella, if you don't mind. What does it say?
Oh boy. So you have basically the story of Soul. Oh, no, not Solus. Wow.
We had the same mentor.
I'm getting my NPCs mixed up. But you get the story of Arabella's mentor. Then on the blade are runes and formulas for spells. With basic arcane understanding, you would probably be able to learn these spells by looking at this sword. It functions very much the same way as a spell book does. But then there is a passage, and it's small, but it reads the story of Arabella, and it starts to mention some of her achievements. The one who walked the sunken castle, the one who faced themselves, the duel of Arabella's, and the graduation. It tells the story of her overcoming her mentor. And you notice that the runes and the lettering changes. So as you finish one part of the story, the words fade and then new words come.
Well, if you ever take the time to study this, and it seems to be a very detailed story.
Well, whatever the time for it, when we die. But yeah, we left a lot of secrets. This sword. Anyways, what the fuck is up with this thing?
All right. Okay, so only the Ats may walk without burning.
Because what we found out with Montreal. That's why I think it might be you.
I don't think you're necessarily wrong. I'm worried that it says only Ats, and
You'd be going
No.
it alone.
if
Well, I mean, technically all it says is that we will burn if we walk with her. That might not mean total incineration.
Can I make an Arcana check on this stuff?
Sure. DC 30.
Yika fucking Ritos. Oh my guaca fucking moly. I would like to give myself, ironically, using the Fencing Master Inspiration card, advantage on my next D20.
Gotcha.
La Iron. 17.
This is the most complicated magic you have ever seen.
This is the most complicated magic I've ever seen. Could I get even with that? Could I get a feel for what age this was put in? Is it similar to what I saw in the Sunken Castle in terms of write-up?
No.
Is this wall of flame just like going endlessly up?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, there is, when I was elsewhere, someone told me to try something, and I didn't at the time. DM, I would like to try to tell fire not to burn,
Okay.
if I can.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Okay.
7. I have a plus 50. Okay, it's fine.
At least it wasn't a 1.
Jeez.
Well, telling it is one thing, but I'll cast protection from energy on Shosha. Fire.
Okay.
So, are we all just of the mind that I should just try walking through the wall and seeing what
I mean,
happens?
here's the thing, too. I mean, I could try it. I don't see why.
Well, we don't exactly know what happens when someone tries to walk through and burns.
Did Amati say anything? Just that they haven't, as no one's tried.
She's yeah, no one has tried.
Well, how about I try walking through? It may just let me pass, and if it doesn't, then we'll have a better idea of what happens moving forward.
Still dangerous.
If this were a more controlled environment, I'd suggest better experimental methods, but this is trial by fire, literally. So
Can
catch
right.
you if you goes wrong.
A day. Let's get ready to pull Shosha out in case.
Uh-huh.
So, wherever you start from, me and a day will post up by you, ready to just pull you out.
Shosha just getting up. It won't let me be in the middle. Okay, I'll be right there. It's fine. Okay.
All right.
Hardly the stupidest thing that I've done in the past couple of months. And I will walk into the wall of fire.
Okay. So as soon as you cross the fire is cool to your skin, and everyone immediately hears the sounds of a spell being cast.
Can I try and pick up on what's being cast?
Do I also hear this from within the fire?
Everyone hears it.
Cool. Can I also try and pick up on what spell's being cast?
Sure. DC 30 Arcana check.
I can't make that.
Fucking Christ.
I just want to know what direction it came from. I don't really
It's
care what
all
the spell is.
over.
Natural 20, baby! 30! Give me that fucking card!
Gonna die. Pass out.
It is a altered version of a summoning spell, but you do not know what it's summoning.
Okay.
I'll keep going.
Being
Are you
summoned.
okay over there,
Heads up.
Shosha?
And as soon as you cross, flames are extinguished.
I'm
Keep-
fine. That was
Keep eyes peeled for something coming. Arabella's got both swords out.
Yana's going to post up next to Shosha.
Arabella's taking the rear.
so. This giant glowing star on the floor. Is there any writing around it?
There is. It says that this may be crossed by the one who's been touched by Cross.
Okay. So who amongst us has been touched by Cross?
That would be me.
What?
Yeah, remember that friend that I met earlier? Yana's
You
going to
met-
step into the circle.
Like
Alexander
Alexander Cross?
I fell through a crack in time.
I didn't
We will-
think he
later.
was
You know what?
real.
We'll
talk about this
back
later.
to that later.
Yeah.
Gods did not pick favorites today's, and we are not the favorites.
So I'll step
Huh.
into the circle. To the first circle.
And with that, the fire extinguishes.
Does this chanting get louder for
Right.
the summoning spell?
It quiets.
As in, we finished the spell, or like it peters out.
As though the verbal components of the spell is complete.
Fucking balls,
Let's-
shit my
let's-
dick.
Let's just
Shosha's
keep
gonna
on
go to the
going.
next circle and read it.
Next circle.
Yeah.
Who's next?
This these flames may only to cross these flames you need to bring the blood of a chosen king.
The
Well, I
blood of a
guess that's
chosen
me.
king.
Hey, yo, Eugene.
And I will step into the fire.
And then there is the sound of something breaking.
Oh, that's fun. Let's just keep going, guys. What does
Who's
it say,
next?
Shosha?
I'm reading it. What does it say?
A song of loss is required to cross.
I think this might be you, Arabella.
Arabella will walk across.
And you cross. And you look behind you, and the exit has been blocked off by stone.
Well, I guess we're committed to the bit now.
Yeah, the only way to go
Out
is forward.
Is there any writing around this final?
There is. To walk these flames and be burned free, you need one who has been. You need one who's paid the price to the sea.
Paid the price of the sea.
A day.
A day is, for a good 30 more seconds, is just staring at that stone wall and goes, right. And a day will step into the circle of flame. Whoever wrote these has knowledge they should not have.
And you see that the entrance is still blocked off.
By what?
It is blocked off by a warding wind.
Is there any
And
words
it
or
said,
anything?
yes, there is a plaque, and it says, "The trials you face shall finally be done when you all walk 5 as one."
Well, I'm not really sure exactly what that means.
I can't imagine.
KingsGuard?
King.
Oh, is this another holding hands thing?
I think so.
Yes, this is going to be a holding hands thing, even if it wasn't a holding
And
hands
I
thing.
think we would all have to probably step at the exact same time.
All right.
On 3.
Lock hands.
I'll hold hands with Arabella and Yenna.
Hold hands with a day.
I'll grab Shosha's hand. Circle.
Let's go together.
So you are trying to enter King State?
Yeah.
Sure.
What are you doing?
I thought we were just trying to take a step forward at the same time.
King State sounds good too.
No, if you're trying to take a step forward at the same time, let me know.
King State?
Can we do both?
Let's try this step first. I feel like let's save the possibly damaging option for the second try.
What if there's no second try?
Then we're fucked.
What else is new?
Better safe than sorry, I suppose we should. I vote personally for entering the King State again. Of course, us bickering might even be enough to make it that it doesn't work.
I also vote for the King State.
I'm following your lead, my king.
I invoke this king steak. This
Right.
king steak. King steak is something else. That's a
The
different.
king steak is the food you made earlier.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
hero's
Yes,
feast.
that's a hero's feast.
The king steak. Let's go.
I need a wisdom check from all of you, DC 14.
check.
I believe we
Mhm.
still benefit from the King's feet.
That's
Heroes.
wisdom saves.
Saving throws.
Oh, it's
This
only
is
six.
This is a check.
Well,
check,
I
please.
should be good at those, right?
I got a 14 exactly.
Hold on. Hold
Literally
on.
got a 13.
Dang. Saving
Yes.
throw. No, I don't have cards. That will help me here.
18. God bless.
More successes than failures.
I mean, that's true.
Someone
but
give
it
her
said-
Shosha a +1.
But it's S1.
But it says 5 as 1. And I need everybody to make me a Constitution save.
Okay.
Ugh.
You get +3 to this because you're within 5 feet of Vienna.
30.
It's only a DC 18.
Yeah.
For the
I'm
save?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, natural 20.
Ayo.
Now I get it.
What's the DC again?
18.
I'd like to add a D6 to that.
Okay.
That's not even gonna really help. I'd like to add a D6.
You get +3 from Vienna. For
So
That's
that would bring it
10.
up to a 10.
and a D4, please.
A D6 and a D4. Nice.
Okay.
14.
Oh,
Okay, 14.
17.
so you're
Mike.
supposed to roll it. Oh yeah. No, you're good. Never mind. I can't read.
God.
So did you get it?
DC was 18, right?
Yeah.
You got a 17.
I got a 17.
That's so
To exist is to hurt.
This is pain.
The only constant is suffering.
Oh my constant suffering.
You all see Arabella
Darby gets
drop
+2.
to her. You see Arabella drop to her knees, and from the looks like an ethereal version is starting to get pulled out of her chest, and then finally you're able to just catch it again and put it back as your soul was being wrestled from your body, but you were able to retain it.
God.
And that, just to clarify for Harper, that was us trying to enter King State, or I was just trying to take a step forward?
That was the failed King State.
Try it again. Everybody take a deep breath.
Give me a second. Did anything happen to me besides my soul being tried to rip out of my body?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Anything besides that tiny little.
Dude, that's
Nothing
little,
besides that little nugget.
small little hang up right there.
Yeah, you know.
Once more
It's-
with feeling?
I was about to say the exact same words, actually.
I feel like the word pickup.
Now it is only DC 8, you lucky fucks.
Wisdom.
I got a +10. I can't fail. Oh no, wait, that's Constitution.
Wisdom?
I'm terrible at.
Just a wisdom check.
Ayo. I hate my. Oh, you know what?
Skin of
My
your fucking
God.
teeth, Pat. Skin of your fucking teeth.
Don't you dare.
And so you enter the King State, but there's something about this particular place of power that shows you a new use for the King State.
Yay, new abilities unlocked.
Kill tree
A
unlocked.
portion of Shosha falls into Eugene. A portion of Yenna falls into Eugene. A portion of Ade falls into Eugene. And a portion of Arabella falls into Eugene. Eugene, you are effectively level 20. What would you like to do?
I would like to proceed as one.
And you walk through, and the wind doesn't give way, but you just continue. And in the middle of this sandstorm, it stops. Everyone is under the stunned condition while this ability is activated, except for Eugene. But as you have officially walked 5 as 1, you relinquish their essence, and you are no longer stunned, and you can continue on your way.
Eugene is definitely just standing in the middle, just like, whoa.
That was pretty interesting.
Weird is the word you're looking for. That was very weird.
Well, interesting is the least non-judgmental word I could think of.
No, weird is very accurate, actually, as an adjective in this situation.
Looking around us,
Shall we?
anything of interest before we walk into the big scary room of doom?
Honestly, I think we should just...
That's it appear to be.
Gotta make a quick little investigation.
Before we do that, I'm just gonna slap a false life on myself and also a mage armor.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your investigation. Your investigation there, Arabella.
19. Excuse me, what's that?
What is this?
You find a prism that reflects more light than it catches, a crossbow with wing-shaped limbs, and a scroll that feels damp to the touch. So you get yourself a gem of brightness, a +1 weapon, and a 3rd level spell. And we will hash that out after. So go ahead and write that down real quick, please.
Okay. Gem of brightness, +1 weapon. Does it have to be the crossbow, or is that just?
It is a crossbow.
Okay. And
A 3rd level spell.
that is.
Hey, real quick, I realized that because I'm me, I actually removed false lights from Shosha's spell list. She doesn't know that spell anymore.
Ooh.
So someone in the group might want to notice the fact that Shosha has a gigantic stab wound in her stomach that's just kind of
Yana is just going to like grab Shosha, like hold still, and is going to use healing hands.
Okay.
so much.
I figured you were fine. Just that wound. Happens.
It happens, but given that we're walking into the unknown, I'd prefer to stay up for more than a couple of seconds if anything does go awry.
I mean, you made the look work for you.
Thank you.
So you get back 14 hit points.
Thank you.
Very holy.
And it's also going to dump about 11 level times 13 hit points. Yeah. And
That's more than enough.
that's what you get.
Thank you.
Alright.
I can probably do more if we get some time to sit.
I'll be fine.
Let's go forward, guys.
Doing this?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
I'm still casting
And-
mage armor though.
And so we go forward.
Ooh, how quaint! Who dat?
And you see a destroyed hall and a woman sitting on the other end of the hall. And it seems that there's just eternity on the other side of her, and she just has her eyes glued to the void. She doesn't even notice you enter.
Does she look familiar to us at all?
From here, it's hard to tell.
Yana's going to walk forward.
I'll walk with Yana.
Mm-hmm.
Also walk.
We're just going together.
Okay. And so you make your way up.
Mm-hmm.
As you continue, you just hear a soft voice yell, or a soft voice call out, "Watch your footing. The terrain is very difficult here."
Yana's going to make the rage gingerly.
Yeah, Arabella's just lightly bouncing. Ooh, buoys of air.
Everybody roll me a dexterity save.
Question, GM. Stone cannot be the cause of difficult terrain for me because I'm an earth.
Oh, then you're
genasi.
fine. Yeah, then you're fine.
I rolled a natural 1.
So as she says, watch your footing, that's when you slip.
Yen is going to pop the wings out real quick
I also roll a natural one.
God.
Well, yeah, you're holding hands with
and
It's
grab.
at the same time. Yep.
It's fate. Arabella is having a great fucking time.
You should have walking shoes. I mean, those are cute, Shosha, but it's not really helpful in the mountains.
Well, not all of us are made of stone.
I mean, I'm not made of stone, but
A day will let Shosha struggle for a little bit before helping.
Do all the heroes of this world bicker so?
Only the ones that
Just like-
really like each other.
Her eyes doesn't leave the void.
You're
Are you-
Viveka?
I am.
Alexander has a message for you. He says he's on his way.
He'll wait. He's going to be here soon, I know. At the end of all things, and the KingsGuard are the ones that make their way to me. I suppose it's really only ever been a matter of time.
are you okay? Do you need help?
She smiles a bitter smile. In the face of the infinite, in the face of the void, the gift of forever given to me by your world's Noir. In all of this majesty, you ask if I'm okay. I've never been more sure that I made the right choice. I am fine, Arabella. You should be more patient with your sister. Our influence is difficult to resist.
Influence?
We are the cause for the start of your journey and the end. Our interference is the catalyst for your Red Queen.
Listening to the tone and cadence, does it sound very familiar?
No.
Our
Are you an ads?
I was one of the 7. I worked under Cincio to bring this world to heal. We were thwarted by your guardians. It was these hands that pushed him into making the choice that none of us saw coming.
And yet you don't seem very interested in fighting much more.
I I never wanted to fight.
What did you want to do?
She continues looking at the void, and you see rocks floating. I wanted to make sure that no one ever had to suffer the loss of a world like I did.
Can I go sit next to her?
Mm-hmm.
Bloop.
You see a tall, slendered, blue-skinned woman with elongated features on her face. She is a Veldekin, and her eyes never move from the void.
What was your world called?
Veldekar. When the Five came, I fought. We valued freedom, resisted tyranny. Very much like your Alexander, I had no idea what I was. We fought to the last. And then they made me watch as they destroyed my world. The only way to ensure that they would never do it again was to stand alongside them. They needed me for my gift of time. Where in most worlds it's linear, for our people, we saw the beginning and the end all at once. I've had this conversation with you, Arabella, more times than I can count, because it is a cherished memory and you are a dear friend. I look at you now and I swell with pride as you say the words that will give you the power of my other dear friend. You carry so many torches. A day you inspire in such a way. You exemplify light in the dark. You fight with honor. And you, Shosha, you build. You build an empire that lasts well beyond the end of all. And the bloodline of the Festa figure remain stalwart guards of Gloria. You never fail to keep your promise. And you hear footsteps from behind you. I can't be here long.
Who is?
You see a white hair man with a monocle, black and purple suit.
Hello, Alexander.
I found what I was missing. Thank you for pointing it out.
You're welcome.
He takes a step and immediately he's right next to Arabella. Can I tell you a secret?
Sure. If you'd like.
Make a Constitution save. You all see Alexander crouch down and whisper. And Arabella, you are immediately unconscious.
I'd like to imagine she just sort of flops onto Viveka.
She catches you. How much time do they have? You still can't see? I don't want to look. Not much. Alexander walks to Eugene. Pulls out his rapier. Kneel.
I kneel.
Let's do this the right way. Cuts his hand. Places the blade on your shoulder. I, Alexander, assign you cross, the last standing king of Torin, guardian of the time stream, Noir Enigma, pass on the righteous burden of guardian to you. Make a Constitution save.
You get a +3 because you're close to Yenna.
It's 19.
You are at 1 hit point.
Well, that's fine.
He puts the sword back and he goes, "You'll be fine."
Yeah, there's a Eugene has labored breathing, but is okay.
Yenna gives him a clap on the back and lay on hands.
Takes off a ring and he hands it to Shosha.
Joshua will take it. Look at it.
Katina won't want you to have that.
Thank you.
He's just kind of looking you up and down. Then he walks over to Aday.
You know, she's spoken for.
I wouldn't dream of it. Besides, I'm happily married. And no offense, but you're all a couple thousand years too young. You I understand the most. He continues looking at Ade. And I have nothing for you but words. All of it. Everything you've been through, everything you're going to go through. It matters in the end. Might not seem like it. Everything might point to the contrary, but it matters.
We do what we must.
Then there is a flash of red. And you see the Red Queen coming down the hallway.
The ignorance of being asleep.
And he takes a deep breath. I can't fight this fight for you. But I could save you from it for today. And you hear mad cackling. Father! All right, Krona. Let's walk. And she rushes and he runs towards her. And as they collide, they're gone. A tear streams down Viveka's face.
Ade will scoop Arabella up in his arms. And he'll look at Viveka and say, I know that all of this is a bit above our heads and you've been playing the chess game you've been playing for a long time, but I recently got some advice from a bossy little girl that might help you.
Tell it to me again.
Everything that makes you who you are still leaves you you. It changes worlds, time. It's all you. There's nothing better to be than that.
Thank you, Ade. She finally turns around for the first time and walks to Eugene and kneels. What would you have me do, Your Highness? You have many foes, and I am capable. I can help you see the foes that you know. I can help you see the foes that you do not know. And if you give me the command, I will face them. I owe this world that much. One order, Your Highness, and I will obey to the fullest extent of your word, and no more. And that's where we'll take our break.
Ah!
Yet another friend who knows Arabella, but she doesn't fucking know, I guess.
Okay, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. We'll see you soon. And we're live again.
Yeah, hello everybody. So our heroes have made their way to a ancient underground temple where they met one of the original acts that came to the world to conquer. And now instead of conquering, one of them has offered to assist the KingsGuard in whatever way they see fit. And so we're just gonna pick right back up where we left off. With Eugene having to make a choice as to how best to utilize their new ally. So, you've been given the offer by Viveka to use her outstanding power to help the KingsGuard in whatever way the king sees fit, to help find foes unknown or to deal with foes known. She'll adhere to your one command, and then that is it. And she'll follow it to the letter. What would you have her do? I can't hear you. Oh. There you go.
All right. We're going to need as much time as we can. So we'll deal with the foes unknown. However, after that, I want you to rest. You've done a lot.
Not all of it good, Your Highness.
That doesn't matter at this point. What you do forward now matters.
You say that you need time. She outstretches her hands and you see whirling sand form. And she goes, and how would you like me to present this time to you?
Holding off the foes unknown until we are ready.
I can give you a month.
Thank you.
A month of peace for you to rest, train, find your way, and prepare. She waves her hands and you see dust and sand wash over. They will be trapped in a fog of confusion. Their machinations will see no fruit. Use this time wisely, my king.
Thank you. Again.
She gets up, turns to look at the void. And then you see her form become gritty and then blows away into sand. And the last thing you hear in the wind, when you face them, we will be there.
Okay.
1 month of peace?
One month of peace.
Does it? I was going to say things have been so wild day to day that a month seems like... I guess time is weird at this point. Should we, wake up Sleeping Beauty here?
Yeah, let's wake up Arabella.
Arabella, roll me another Constitution save, please.
What?
Actually, I'm sorry. This is going to be an intelligence save.
Was the first one supposed to be an intelligence save?
It was not.
Okay. Can I re-roll that one with this inspiration card?
Yes, you can.
My last one. 20.
It takes a bit for you to put yourself back together. But you do. And at the gentle urging of your friends, you are coaxed slowly awake.
Welcome back.
Have a
Did you
nice
enjoy
nap.
your nap?
Same mind. Been hanging around you too much, AJ.
I will fist bump Eugene.
Looking around, no Viveka, no Alexander Cross.
Viveka's protecting us, and Alexander's dealing with an old friend of ours, I guess.
What was the thing that Alexander Cross whispered to me?
The life of you. You have no idea.
God damn it, mother.
However, you do have an idea for a spell.
I know that face. You're thinking of something potentially dangerous.
Maybe. Can I
Gods.
can I focus on the blade of this first spell singer?
Mhm.
Because it works like a spell book.
Yeah.
So just in her mind, she's just gonna have it like laying flat across her lap.
You have the idea for a spell. Roll me an Arcana check to see if you actually can bring this spell to fruition.
Okay, let me double check something.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to just succeed on a skill check. Please.
I can't even be mad at that. All right.
I would like to just win.
Divination wizard shit right there.
So you've focused for a bit. It's gonna take you some time,
That's fine.
but this comes to mind.
Oh.
his planet?
Moon.
And you can tell that this is just the beginning of a more delicate spell. This is algebra, but you have the idea for a sort of more advanced form of this, but this is where you start.
This is Algebra 1. The spell you're thinking about is like freaking advanced calculus.
So I'm basically
Maybe
gonna
beyond.
have to invent the math to get there. Yeah, okay. Alright. Baby steps. We're starting with Plato's geometry or whoever the fuck did that shit. I don't fucking know. Pythagoras.
I think Eugene's gonna walk over to look to the edge of the void and just sit and just it kind of looks like he collapses under the burden. A lot of burden.
But don't tell me you're tired now. I've got about 12,000 more people for you to meet, King.
Yeah, just give me like 5 minutes.
How about a whole month?
Shosha will just walk up behind Eugene and pat him on the shoulder and say, "For what it's worth, I think you did the right thing."
You know, everything leading up to here has been fun. It's been a lot. But when Alexander it feels like a lot more has come into realization for me. Like I knew the amount of stakes we were in and the responsibility I have along with you guys, of course, but it's just now a lot more real. And I've got to be honest. It's a lot for someone that has only gotten this news from like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3. I don't know. Like G'day said, time is weird.
Well, luckily for you, we're not just your KingsGuard, and we're not just your council, we're also your friends. So you don't have to carry your responsibilities alone, Eugene. That's what we're here for.
And besides, all of you have a grand destiny, and I wasn't told anything, so as far as I'm concerned, I can carry a little bit more weight for you.
Well, to be entirely fair, you are the only one he'd met before.
That's true. I was also talking about Viveka.
Wonder how long all this has been under this mountain.
Do you think that if we go
15,000 years, give or take.
Do you think that if we go back above ground, your daughter is going to stare daggers at me again, or is she going to be busy?
She's going to throw a couple of barbs at you, to be sure.
She killed my familiar.
She's a good shot with that thing.
Yeah, it's incredibly impressive.
But she probably won't shoot you.
Well, she doesn't like me.
She likes you. Shosha, I've seen that girl trip a crush down the stairs only to be the one waiting at the bottom to say, "Oh no, how could you be so hurt?" She likes you. She doesn't know you, but she will.
What are you teaching her?
Honestly, the more and more I hear about her, the more I love her.
A picture is very much forming into place.
Listen, I tried, but I was young when I adopted Anati, and she's got her father's temper. Luckily, she has her father's ability to back up what the shit she talks, so, half and half.
Should we go help Benalti with whatever's happening upstairs?
It's probably a good idea before she kills someone. I'm getting too old for this shit. All right.
Real quick, as Eugene stares off into the void, what does he see?
Roll me a perception check.
Weird. Okay, a perception. Wow. Okay.
I'm going to give you advantage because of your druid subclass, stars, and
That's better.
these are not your constellations. These are stars from another world. And they tell you the story of this world. All of you, as you see Eugene looking into the void, see his eyes go black, and then bright starlight emerges from them. You see a world defiant, and you get a very clear picture of the force that they rebelled against. You see the 5 ats land on their world, and the kings of that world all united the moment the ats touched down. They fought together, kingdom by kingdom by kingdom by kingdom, backed with Viveka. They fought to the last man. You see yourself in this vision on a battlefield with thousands against 5. And you see a large swath of the army stop and point their arms at each other and run into each other, killing themselves. You see fire pulled from the sun of that world that burned a portion of that world's planet. And then you see the leader of the Ats, Cincio, a tall, massive, pale man in a white and red mask with crimson hair that flows behind him, moving impossibly fast. It seems as though he can be 10, 15 places all at once. He is an army all on his own, and you see the Veldikins fall. The vision is intense. And as Cincio lays down the last of the kings of this world, he looks at you. Do you think it will be any different for you, Eugene Festiviga, King of Gloria?
Well, we'll just have to wait and see, huh?
you for so long, Your Highness.
And it's what? Her time will not be wasted.
You're not half the man that the men of the Second Age were. This will be all too easy.
Well, I'm not entirely a man, so you're underestimating me a little bit there.
I will find you, Eugene Festifier. And then, and you simply see the constellation of this lost world.
Eugene will get up and stretch. Well, we've got some work to do, guys.
Yep.
So, Ade, let's get on with these introductions. Let's get that over with. And Eugene will turn and reach out a hand to Tiana. And start walking out.
And so it doesn't take long for you to backtrack, and you make it back to the camps. And you can see a very confused and slightly frustrated Anati just kind of pacing in the camps. And as she sees you all, she just kind of goes, "What did you do?
Was that,
What did you do?"
What are you complaining about?
Well, I thought I was going to have a fight. And just when it looked like we were starting to have a fight, suddenly the scouts and the men that they were with just started walking in circles, and then they walked away. There's like some sort of sand in the snow. I don't understand. What did you do?
You know, some things are just meant for adults, and you're not really meant to understand them,
I
actually.
am going to kick you so hard in the shin. I'm so sick of this. You have to be an adult talk. If I'm adult enough for you to go send me out to go fight people, and then they don't want to fight. So what did you do? I know it was you, Ade. Don't lie to me.
Behind Ade's back, Shosha's just gonna go like and point at Eugene.
What did you do? But she literally hisses at you.
Hey.
I'm so sorry. I thought I was talking snake. Okay, so what? What did you do?
Hey, stop. Come here.
She does that thing where she knows like she maybe crossed the line and her head's a little low. She's giving you the puppy dog eyes like, okay, maybe that was mean.
Uh-huh.
And maybe that was a little too far.
And you are very... Little girl, I will throw you in the mines and throw away the key.
That would be easier than what you are asking me to do.
And I'll flick her on the back of the head.
Oh, sorry. It was regrettable.
Josha will just like lean. How tall is this girl? She gives me vibes of like way too tall for an 11-year-old.
Oh, no, she is. Munchkin. She is powerful short.
Cool. So she's actually shorter than Shosha for once in Shosha's goddamn life. Cool.
Ayo,
So she's just going to lean down into her ear and in Draconic whisper, maybe someday I can teach you how to speak snake.
No idea what you just said to me.
I also, now that we have a second to make this official, I don't know, I just haven't done it yet. Anati, this is Shosha.
Sister, right?
No longer.
Eh?
I think we all do that. Eh?
Huh?
Actually, only Yenna does, I think.
Oh,
So I
only
think everyone else knows.
No, a couple of the other soldiers like, huh?
Yes, regrettably, my mother and I could not see eye to eye, and I am no longer the heir to the house, and she is a puddle of water at the moment. Although I don't think that's permanent.
Is that some sort of slang? I don't.
No, that is quite literal. I don't speak in slang, I don't think.
So if I killed you, would you turn to snow?
No, I don't believe so.
That sounds like a simulacrum. Is your mother a wizard or employ any wizards of any sort?
She's not a wizard to my knowledge, but certainly wouldn't be out of her realm of influence to hire a very powerful one.
I'm
Well,
sure
we know
when Sashina Sisters dies, it will be dramatic enough for us to be sure that she is gone. She's always good at making public statements.
If we want to go and make that happen, I mean, I don't have anything to do today.
Well, we don't exactly know where she is at the moment.
Here's a thought, because I haven't been home in quite some time, but I'm willing to bet that your room is still a mess. You could do that.
So your friends come around and you start to get bold. Is that what I am here to understand? You showing out in front of the king, like you're gonna just embarrass me. I've been leading our people for like a while now, and this is the.
But you cannot lead a sweep. You cannot lead a broom. You cannot lead a mop through a single room in the house. I understand how this is working.
I'm gonna lean over to it's just like you don't have any little ones for this interaction to go down. I'm just asking, just like, is there anyone else that I would have to meet? Like, I met your parents. That was kind of a weird situation.
We might run into my ex-fiance, but that didn't really end.
Oh yeah,
it was amicable. It was mostly my dad was being a dick and didn't really let it happen.
Okay, all right. No, just covering my bases.
They were all right. They were actually quite nice, but neither here nor there. I don't have any children. No.
Okay, all right. I'm enjoying this though.
Do you want children?
Eugene is blushing so hard right now.
I don't need to read mine so what the picture is there.
Anati, a couple of soldiers laugh at the whole sweeping comments, and Anati gives them a look that can only be described as murder fuck. And they all stop laughing. And she, surprisingly enough, her gaze softens towards Shosha considerably. And she just goes, "It has been a pleasure to meet you."
Likewise.
A day. And all that venom is now just kind of storms off.
Mission accomplished.
Relationship tree with Anati. Unlocked for Shosha.
Anati will remember that.
You are now at social level.
Actually, Anati, I wanted you to meet someone else so that you don't accidentally shoot them, maybe.
I am tempted, but I would never shoot. I would never shoot today. I would
Oh,
break his ankles with my hammer pot.
It's Arabella mentioned that you might have shot her familiar earlier, and I wanted you to meet mine so that you don't shoot my familiar.
That's right. Who's your familiar?
I will summon Healy from her pocket dimension and say, "This is Healy."
He just, and the only way to describe Anati's face is just like, you ever see those YouTube videos of like a little kid getting a Christmas present and then they open it and there's a puppy inside? That's what Anati acts like when she sees this dragon just appear. And she's just like, oh, so she just walks over to Shosha. It just kind of tugs on Shosha's arm a little bit.
Yes.
I would like to write it, please.
Oh, you can ask him. He can talk.
He talks.
In your mind, yes.
Just walks over to the dragon. Dragon, I, Anati, would very much like to write, like, without needing to hear another word. Healy sweeps off Anati on one wing. She goes spinning and it lands on his back. It just he takes off, and you just hear, yeah!
There were so many times I didn't think I would make it back to her. I'm glad I got to. And a day will turn to the rest of the group and say, "You are all, of course, welcome to stay in our lands. If you would like to come to the main city where I live, you can feel free. That's where I will be when we are not together. Most of this time, I'm sure I have quite a bit of work waiting for me, so I should likely get to it."
Would it be possible to get some materials to this new spell that I need? My sister sort of co-opted every bit of money and supplies that my family has.
And unfortunately, I don't have a family estate anymore.
Ayo.
Your sister burned it to the ground.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, hey, she burned. That makes two out of 4 estates burned to the ground. 3 out of 4.
My family's estate still stands, but I don't think I'm welcome there anymore.
Is the Zuko? I mean, it's the Zuko. The Zukos have the mountains, but the Zuko estate also gone.
No.
Okay. 2 out of 4.
Zucandus is still standing.
Hey, she's only burned 2 out of 4 of our household, so you know.
That's still half.
Well,
that's still half.
You are all welcome in the mountains for as long as you need, and we'll provide you with what we have. Isn't that right? And Day like sort of shouts that over to the patrol.
You just hear in the air, woo!
Easiest way to bond with a child. Let them ride your dragon.
I'm going to like shoot a look to Shosha and say, she's going to ask you at least twice a day, and that's all on you. I have nothing to do with that.
I am okay with that as long as this is a big improvement.
All right,
and
well,
I am not above using what I have at my disposal to get an 11-year-old to like me. Not above that.
Yeah.
Well, then I suppose we head our way to Zucandis. Follow me. And
Throw a coin.
Do candies nuts?
Oh
Is
my
he gonna throw a
God.
coin?
Yes.
Holy shit! You throw the coin. Pee!
Hell yes. Oh,
She rolled a 20.
That's our
shot.
girl.
good shot.
That's our
hell
girl.
yeah, she did.
Well, the next time she would have rolled a 4 though, so she only does it once. But you guys are making your way to the keep, and it's being monitored by a skeleton crew. One of the key to the defenses of the Zukos is that they have fortifications in the mountains themselves, right behind their fort. So the fort can stand as bait or be immediately evacuated whenever it needs to. So you guys make your way back there, and there's the skeleton crew, and they all welcome you. I'm sorry, but Nati's gonna be riding Healy for a while. But other than that, you're safe in the fort. You got food. You have access to. Well, it's up to a day as to what you have access to. But yeah, what would you like to do next?
Well, at the very least, before we trek through the mountains, we can get you all some heavier clothes for those who need them, proper climbing shoes, and we can.
I don't know. I don't like how you're looking specifically at me like that.
I mean, it's just that you're hardly wearing a shirt, and we're just going to go higher into the mountains. So I think that you should probably. Also, if no one's ever been at high altitude before, your ears will probably react to the pressure a bit oddly. I don't think I have any hardtack on me, but we can grab some. It'll help equalize the pressure.
Ade, you are aware that of everyone in the group, you are the only one who doesn't have the ability to fly. We've been to high elevations.
I also don't need to breathe.
Nor do I.
You, I think, specifically will be more than fine, Arabella. I'm just going through the process of trying to play tour guide. I haven't done this in a while. We haven't had foreign delegations in some time.
Foreign delegations? That sounds so fancy.
I also am... Oi, I'll grab a member of the fort and say, what is the last you heard from Viveka?
The last I heard of Viveka, she went to the castle to speak to the new regent. She hasn't been back since.
Right. You send word if you see her approaching.
Of course. What is that? And you see he points to the sky, and there is just a large black object approaching from the sky.
Oh.
Is that our boat?
Oh, right.
Is that our boat?
Is that the horse?
Oh, good timing. I was wondering when that would happen.
Captain?
All right, cool. That is dark verdict. Okay.
A day will walk out to the front of the fort and take the captain's sidearm, the grapple gun, and will shoot and pull himself to the top of the fort and say, "What the hell took you so long?"
Respectfully, we had to navigate some mountains. Mistakes were made, but we made it. Everything's everything's intact, and the people that are dead are still dead.
Well, that's good to hear.
Where do we park?
Hey, we don't really have a ship. place. I'll tell you what. Just set it down like over there. Like you see that snowdrift? Just in that general like vicinity. It should be fine, right?
That won't be difficult at all.
But you're up to the challenge, eh?
You overestimate me, but I appreciate it. No, I can do this. This will be fine.
It's like fucking Final Fantasy. You just can't land on the mountain squares or the forest tiles on the fucking world map.
And you all see the ship angle itself very weirdly, but it sets itself down in the mountains, and it's kind of covered by these two peaks, so it hides away pretty well.
Hell yeah.
Look at that. Fits like a glove.
I have to say, that was some amazing work on my end.
Absolutely. Well done.
But yeah, we have everything that you need. It's really cold. Couldn't find a warmer spot. That's fine. I'm dead.
Yes, and if there's anything that you need from me, just contact. We're probably going to be in this general vicinity for a bit, so if you need anything or I need to bring anything to the ship, or if the verdict needs any maintenance of any kind, just let me know.
Yes, there are going to be some maintenance that's going to be necessary. He hands you a list. The verdict is going to need about 300 golds worth of maintenance. But he also says, strangest thing, on the way here, we had to make a couple of passes a few times, but just so you know, it looks as though you've got someone or something stalking the area.
Cool.
Is there a deeper description than that? Like vague outline?
Elven in nature, about 27 of them.
27 Elven.
I'm guessing they're like, I don't know how they beat us from the Veil to here, but I'm thinking they're from the Veil. Couldn't get much more info than that. Didn't want to get involved because we wanted to get to you as soon as possible, and that's what we did because captain's orders.
That's understandable. Well done. Thanks for the heads up.
No problem, Captain.
I'll relay this information to the rest of the KingsGuard.
Did they have wings?
Did they?
Oh, a couple of them. Yeah.
That seems.
So what else happened while I was unconscious when we were in Feywild?
They might be here for me.
Honestly, who knows at this point?
I killed that deer, and you were the one who got permission, not me.
You killed a deer?
Well, I mean, Eugene was trying to hunt and do something nice and get us dinner, and then he missed it with the spear a couple times, and I just decided that I'd throw one of my own, and I got it straight through the heart. First try, easy. Probably some of my best work, and honestly, I didn't really see what one of the big problem was, but then there was a big booming voice that said, "Oh, you did not ask for permission, only Eugene asked for permission," and then I might have joined the Wild Hunt.
As a hunter?
No, prey.
Ooh, that's not great.
Fun. I'll summon my crows and just send them to scout in the 3 directions south of here for what the ship saw.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, let's go inside. I would like to rest, but I think I should train.
We can take the first few days off. Training when you're already pushed to your limit does more harm than good.
Yeah, I'd like to study this sword for a little bit and figure out what to do about Mirabelle. Oh God.
I'm gonna have to go
That
back.
fucking pain.
That's something we should discuss.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go back later.
More so what Viveka said,
Mm-hmm.
that the ats are influencing Mirabelle.
Yeah, it's not. What a fun little tidbit. So fun.
I mean,
I don't know what
from
to do.
what we've been through, she was working with Owen, and Owen was trying to get the ats here from my understanding, so that would make sense that she's
I think the thing is that the ats have been here a lot longer.
Yeah, and I
think they ever left.
I think she jumped the shark there and went straight for him. Or that they've been here the whole time and just fiddling. Anyways.
Well, we've got a month to figure this out, don't we?
Yeah,
Yes.
but we also have a wedding to go to. Well, I have a wedding to go to, unfortunately.
Right, that is also a thing. But all problems to be solved soon. Not now. Arabella, you, when we get to Zucandas, you should look for Nkosi.
Kosi.
Yes, she is the magister of Zukoan magical affairs. If people have a magical issue, she's one of the oldest members of the Zukos. And she's been practicing with magic since she was younger than Anati. So
Understood.
she's prickly, though, so don't be deterred.
Understood. Given the amount of prickly we've had to deal with the past few weeks, I'm sure that this will be just fine.
Hopefully.
That does not instill confidence in me, Ajay.
She's prickly in a different way. She won't try and kill you. She'll just criticize things about you that you don't know how she knows that you're sensitive about.
Yeah, don't worry. She can't say anything worse than I already say to myself, so.
But it's a good attitude to have. Either way, I'm going to sit down for a minute and fucking relax. I haven't been in this fort in some time.
It's about at that point that you hear the sound of Healy landing, and Anati just go, "Woo! Yeah!" And she walks into the fort to see you, all of you. It just goes, "Everyone, a day." Just goes to everyone.
And he goes, wait. Your braids are loose. And Ade takes some bobby pins out of his pocket and starts to tighten her braids at the ends.
And as upset as she is at you, this is one of her favorite things. And so she just kind of sits in between your legs as you start to braid her hair, and it just kind of melts and smiles. And just so you know, my room has been clean. I mean, I was the leader of the tribe while you were gone. I had someone else clean it. That was the first thing that I did.
Most people would probably criticize you, but I will simply appreciate you using your assets well.
That is simply called delegation, like you told me. And I delegated a very simple task to those that were more capable of doing it than me.
And as Ade and Anati have this back and forth, Ade looks probably the most peaceful you've ever really seen him.
Roll me a Constitution check, please.
Sure. No problem there, boss. 20.
And it's in this peaceful moment that the pang of hunger starts to kick in.
All right. There you go. Off to your room.
Okay. And she just gives you a kiss on the forehead. And as she leans in to give you the kiss, you can hear. And it's getting louder. And then she just starts to walk away to her room. And the heartbeats of everyone around you start to get a little louder. Your mouth is getting drier.
Ade, are you okay?
Me? Yes, I'm fine. I do have something that I need to take care of a bit further ahead, but make yourselves comfortable. If you need anything, requisition the guards. They should be able to find it for you. We'll be back.
All right.
And as a day gets up, the shadow of the table and chair he was sitting at sort of like cling to him and take a second to like break before he exits the room and the fort in general.
What the rest of you like to do?
I would like to go find Kosi, please.
Okay. Let's see. Go ahead and roll me a basic wisdom check to see how well you can navigate the area.
I mean, I'll ask for directions. I have no shame doing that.
Okay.
18 though.
Oh yeah, it's not too hard. You find where they're supposed to be, and there is a locked door in your way.
Knock on the door.
Hello.
Hi. I was told that I could find Kosi, Magister of Magical Affairs here.
Who's looking?
My name is Arabella Chestnut.
Chestnut. Okay, come in.
Is the door still locked?
Yes.
What do I got? Not much.
Oh, the door.
Yes.
And you hear. They open it for you.
Thank you. Sorry.
You just see a heavily robed figure. Like there's more robe than person. And there's like heavy chains, like adornments all over, and they just kind of scooting back to the desk that has books, tomes, and tablets everywhere, and they just right back in there. What do you want?
I was in need of some supplies.
Supplies.
For spell books and such things.
Spell books.
Maybe less of a book and more of a
less of a book, more than
more of a sword.
More of a sword. So it's not the book; it's a sword.
Do
you know what you want?
Well, I mean, I just maybe killed my mentor who taught me magic and was more of a father figure than my actual father was, and received.
So did you come for supplies or did you come for therapy? Because I can't give you both.
Supplies, but I don't quite know how the sword works.
So you want me to figure out something that you don't know,
or help me?
Because I'm not doing anything on my own. All of this is me doing nothing.
Or I can help you in exchange.
Do I look like I need your help?
No, but sometimes it could be easier if you have someone to pass off menial stuff to.
Nothing that I do can ever be described as menial. Everything I do is important. I am the backbone. The backbone Zuko child, how dare you? You know who I am.
Magister of Magical Affairs.
So
Only
that is, of course, you know who I am.
recommended to me on the highest word by a Daisy.
Mhm. Well, that should tell you everything that you need to know. Are you gonna stand there like a doofus, or are you gonna give me the sword?
Pass her the sword.
All right, let me see. Oh, I see here. I understand entirely. Yes. Here you are. It is a sword.
Okay. All right. Cool. Do you have any supplies for copying a nice parchment and some material components by any chance?
Oh, you want me to give you for copying spells? So you want to learn a new spell? So
That's
you
correct.
need right. You need the ink, right? The ink. You need the paper.
Yes, and I
Well,
was wondering if perhaps in your knowledge you would know if I would need anything else besides those things for this magical sword that is not technically a book but is actually a spell book.
You keep pointing out that it is a sword as though I do not see the sword. I just looked at the sword and confirmed that yes, it is in fact a sword.
Okay.
Yes. Can we agree that we both are aware that this is a sword?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm glad that we made it this far. We are 10% there. Together, we did that. Instead of me doing other important things, we have collectively, with our intellect, have solidified the fact that hilt, blade, sword. We did it.
Yep.
We did that. I'm currently working on an arcane formula to create molecular structures from nothing. Not important. What is important is that we together confirm that's a sword.
Yes, incredibly important.
We did that.
Yes.
Okay. Have a good day. He just goes back to writing. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check. I'm so sorry.
I see what a day meant now. Okay. That'll be an 11, please.
God.
So what would you like to do in this moment?
I have an interesting spell. But I don't think the spell that I noodled out, is that a spell that Arabelle has ever fucking seen anyone ever fucking do ever? Gifted to me by I think a fragment of Alexander Cross, Noir Enigma. Perhaps might be of interest to you.
Oh, you got the spell from Alexander Cross, the Noir Enigma, right? Why didn't you say so? You see, I too got a spell. You see, I got it from Magni, the talking toilet. You know, since we're talking about folklore, since we're talking about made up things, Magni, the walking toilet, came here, and I was like, "What are you doing, toilet? I don't need to use you." And it said, "Here, have a spell." And I was like, "Magni, okay."
Okay. I, Darby, am fucking lost. I don't know how to handle this.
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm just, yeah. I'm just tired.
Hey, let me see your made up spell. Let me see what it does.
Give a piece of paper.
It was you still need things from me. I'm sorry. I thought you were able to stand up on your own since you are
I didn't
speaking
want to take things from you without explicitly getting permission. So
so it's either theft or I give it to you. That's what we call ransom. All right, here you go.
okay.
It's one sheet of paper. You've got one shot. Prove yourself to me that you are more than just a waste of my time.
I would like to write down the formula for World Seek, please.
Go ahead, roll me an Arcana check. DC, let's just say 20.
That'll be a natural 20. Can I have a good luck card, please?
Also, gang.
Yeah, y'all hear the spice in that request? Like, you have the fucking...
Can I have my good luck card, please? Thank you.
So, takes the spell and looks at it. So you have, as I understand it here, manipulated the weave to show you the moon.
I guess so.
Impressive?
I just need a way to copy it into my spell book, if that's possible. If you could help me with that, and then I'll be out of your hair for the rest of time.
Well, I suppose if I had to have a menial task, I think I know exactly what I could have you do for me. You see, I am running low on my surplus of guano. So I could have you go to the caves for me and just pick some up. The fresher, the better. 3 pounds of guano, and then I will give you enough, whatever, to copy one spell onto your little sword.
Hey, Noir.
Mm-hmm.
If my familiar were in the form of a bat,
Does not count.
does not count.
No.
Damn. Come on, Connie, you gotta do it for me. Come on.
Make, Connie, make.
Disgusting.
Get
No.
some guano.
I'm fine.
Are you though?
Are you?
I'm totally fine. Planning on making a lot of fireballs.
I don't recall me telling you what I needed it for, and it's frankly none of your goddamn business. You've got the deal, you can take it, or you can leave me to my work.
All right, I'll get you your back, Guano.
Thank you very much.
I'll scoot and go find back Guano, I guess. Arabella's time off, her well-spent time off after one day after stabbing her beloved mentor through the heart, watching him die, have Mirabelle take a friend from her and, meet someone who is now gone, who is like, you're one of my closest friends. I watched my entire planet die. She has to go scoop up shit. And not just a little bit of shit. 3 pounds of shit.
I don't know why people want to play my games.
This is very funny. And she's just gonna imagine it's Mirabelle's face every time she scoops up a bit of guano.
So we know what Arabella's going to be doing for a little bit. What about the rest of you? All right. I was gonna be like, I'll pick somebody. Don't think I'm gonna do it. All right,
Yeah,
what are
who
you
else? Who else wants a glorious fucking tidbit where you pick up bad shit?
Shosha will say, Eugene, I've talking with my mother. I must admit I'm a little worried for your safety going forward. Not from threats that we know about or from enemies that we don't know about, but I'm afraid I may have made you an enemy in my mother.
Add it to the list, I guess.
But I know something of the way she operates. I learned at her elbow for many years. So I would like you to have this. And Shosha will hand Eugene a green velvet wrapped package about a foot long. And it should help keep you safe from my mother's brand of dealing with problems. It's not foolproof, but it should help.
I will open up the thing.
And inside it is the gift that Tobe returned to Shosha back in the cabin. And it is, you see a highly polished silver fork, knife, and spoon. It would do quite a lot to help me know that you are safe if you wouldn't mind eating with these from here on out.
Okay.
And if one of them tarnishes while you're eating, just stop eating. And I don't know, Noir, if AJ can see the...
Let me make adjustments. I shall make adjustments. It's in... Let me see.
But it is the inspector's silverware.
I thought I had it, but I don't have it. Where did I put it?
I've got it under loot as Sistrurus's gift.
There we go. Yep. Here we go. Show the players. And now, Eugene, you should be able to see it.
Yeah.
There you go, buddy.
Nice. Thank you, Shosha. I will use this from now on.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'm going to find somewhere quiet to wait for a day to return.
Go on.
And Shosha will go find a sitting room somewhere. The Zuko's have to have one.
Oh, they do. There's a nice, very big, kind of just cozy area with a lowered couch area with a fire pit right alongside in the middle of this comfy couch area that people just lounge in. And there are a couple of other just soldiers just relaxing. There's drink to go around. There's wine. There's water. There's juice. There's been increase in juice as their leader is a little on the young side. But you can see that some of the soldiers have kind of taken to the juice. so he's just got these big hulking stone soldiers like guzzling down like winterberry juice, and it's a very relaxing and calm scene. While that's all happening, what is Yenna doing?
Yenna has taken some time to sit with a reconstructed version of the Waking Chorus and just inspecting it for differences and trying to see what it's about.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Gah, I'm great at those. That's a natural 1.
Same sword.
Exact same sword. No difference. Love that. Well, all this is worthless if I don't have anybody to fight with. I'm gonna go try and find a day.
Okay. Roll me a survival check.
Great at those too. 17.
You kind of pick up on his trail, but he's a bit ahead of you. And so that'll bring us back to a day. A day, where are you going, bud?
Oh, a day is sort of just trudging through the snow, like lost in his overtuned senses. And he is carrying a tithe taker, just sort of dragging it through the snow. And he says out loud, but under his breath, he says, "What am I to do? Mother."
You
What do
hear,
I do?
you hear,
You know what to do. It's a break with your enemies.
And the day stands up a little straighter and will turn to head back toward the fort, intent on going to the brig. And I would imagine runs into Yenna along that path.
Yeah. Make me a Constitution save. Check.
Okay. 17.
All right. You hear Yenna coming well in advance. And this is an ASMR. And ASMR blood is particularly sweet.
Yenna,
Feeling all right?
thirsty. Do you need something?
Well, honestly, I was hoping we could have a rematch.
Really?
I mean, last fight didn't necessarily end in my favor, and I've changed since then, and I think you have too.
Certainly. Nothing like sparring between friends, right? And a day will back up, like just take a couple paces back without taking his eyes off Yenna, and shadows start collecting underneath him with each step, and they melt the snow under his feet before they touch. shall we?
Draw the sword.
Roll
Hands check.
initiative.
Sick.
Hands check.
Hands check. I'm
here for it.
Oh no!
14. I forgot to
I'm gonna
click
use
my
it.
turn tracker.
I'm gonna use a card.
Okay.
Add a D12 to my initiative roll.
Nice.
Should I click my token and try it again? Just because I.
It's just 2 people.
All right, cool.
Just do your initiative.
We tie.
Oh, so you tie. Who's got the higher dex?
Day has the higher initiative bonus.
Okay. So, a day you get to go first.
You know, when we did this the first time, I was fairly certain that I couldn't beat you. What do you think will happen this time?
I'm sure whatever happens is going to be fair sight interesting.
At the least. And Aday's going to cast invisibility on himself.
Okay. Cool.
Just draw the cloak of shadows around him and vanish.
Awesome.
And
Anything else?
I'm going to use a bonus action to create an echo behind Yenna.
Holy shit.
Are the echoes also invisible?
Mm-mm.
Nope. So this is the first time you've seen an echo since this happened. The obsidian, instead of being smoothed and polished with like what looked like etched lines, looks like jagged crystal jutting out at various joints. And instead of being etched lines like a design, they're cracks and they like glow a low red color. And that's the day's turn.
Interesting new trick. Yenna is going to stand fast and take the dodge action.
Okay.
Is there anything that I can do on a bonus action? As a bonus action, I would like to... Can't see, so I can't cast that yet. Okay. That's all I can do for now. Yeah.
Everybody looking so nervous. All right. So that brings us back to a day.
Dope. A day is going to rush forward and make his attacks. Is the first one at advantage because I am invisible?
Mm-hmm.
But
Julio.
with the dodge action,
so
it's
it's
a
just a
flat roll.
straight roll.
straight roll.
Yeah. So the first one's a 28.
That hits.
Second one's a 29.
That also hits.
Third one is a 30. And the Echo Strike is a natural 20.
Nice.
Oh my god. Hold on.
A day.
Let's see how bad it is. Oh.
Wait, so the first one would be with a straight roll because you're invisible,
Yes,
but the rest would be a
disadvantage. That is correct. You are right.
Okay.
I mean, the
so
30 and the
that's-
31 still hit.
Yeah. Okay, so the first one is just a flat 28, which hits.
Yes.
And the second one is a 29, because
Yes.
that's the 30. Third one is disadvantage, so instead of a natural 20, it's a 22.
That also hits.
Okay. And then the Echo Strike is a 20.
Okay. Yeah, all those hit.
Okay. 14, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks. I'm going to use Great Weapon Master to re-roll the 2 1s that I got on that 8 because ew. So that is, instead of 8, that would be 11. Yeah, 11. So that's 20, 32, 46 points of slashing damage.
Make me a Constitution save.
Is that me or Yenna?
That's you.
Okay.
Because
1, 2, 4.
How much damage did you just do?
36. What did I just say?
It was 46.
46.
Yes.
46. So half of that would be 23. You made it by 1. Because as you're cutting, the blood is just, it's intoxicating, and you just hear
Now.
And Yenna, you see, like, as a day reappears wreathed in shadow, the cloak of shadows that you've seen a couple of times, this time the hood is up, and you can hardly see the eyes. They just look like red lights under the shadow, and the teeth are all fangs, like a row of shark's teeth.
You move, Angel.
Okay. I am going to lay into a day with 3 attacks from the Holy Avenger.
Do it.
Natural 20.
Right.
15.
Nope.
28.
28 hits.
I don't actually have the weapon damage on my Holy Avenger, so just give me 1 second while I try and sort this out. I believe it is a 2d10, correct?
It's a long sword, so yes.
Yeah.
Question, Noir. Do I count as undead for the Waking Chorus's extra damage?
Sorry, y'all, I'm just getting a phone call really quick.
no problem. You do.
Fun. So that's, let's see. They're likely going to throw a smite into it. It's going to be somewhere around like 70-10, somewhere in that neighborhood on the 1 swing.
Jesus.
And they
Christ.
also get a card.
I just want to know if you just feel it, just having kingly senses that 2 of his KingsGuard are fighting right now.
I wonder if Shosha's having senses that her boyfriend's getting his shit kicked in.
Yeah, Arabelle is thinking of anything but backwater right now. Is anything else happening?
Do you know how lucky you motherfuckers have been with these goddamn critical cards? It's been embarrassing and awkward. There's like dangerous and life-threatening. And
I think the worst one ever pulled was Arabella against a day where she got the thigh shot and it was triple damage.
Yeah, that was probably the worst
I think
one we've
that
seen.
was.
I'm gonna need you to make
Hey,
me
remember that fun sense that we get where we can tell when someone in the KingsGuard is getting hurt? Do we still get that?
Yeah, this is batshit insane otherwise.
So
You
but
stay
really
in that
quickly,
guano cave. You stay in
really
that.
quickly.
Your guano keep me there?
Fuck you guys so much. A day, I need you to roll me a Constitution save, please.
Sure. I would have to roll a 1 to fail this. 29.
Yeah, you did not roll a 1, so you're good.
Okay, so this is so it's gonna be 3d10 slashing damage because Yenna's using 2 hands.
Mm-hmm.
That is 12 points of damage. Plus, since a day is an undead, this is also so the 2d10 of that is the radiant damage. So that's 10 points of radiant damage on top of it. But Yenna is also going to
Do it.
You gotta do it.
Yenna's gonna pump a divine smite into it. Yeah,
You're
I got
gonna not smite on a crit.
I got a
come
smite
on.
on the crit.
Yeah, you do.
That's a level 3 divine smite. That's 17 points of more radiant damage. So that's all doubled, correct? It's double the dice.
Mhm.
So that's 17. That's 34 plus 24. That's 58 points of radiant damage
On the first hit?
on the first hit.
All right, KingsGuard, make me a wisdom check, DC 10.
Happily.
Yeah, how hard is it to see that a day just got fucking
Natural 20. Card, please.
You are kidding me! No!
Dog,
Oh.
this bad shit is smelling
Story
really bad.
dice. The only one that knows what's going on is the king.
Mirabelle's just like bad shit. smells bad.
Immediately, I was planning
Look at
having.
Harper's face right now.
I was planning on like this whole other side thing in my head. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna do this, and Yetta just had to be like, I want to fight a day, and the day had to be like,
I rolled a
I'm
D4 to see
hungry.
how many rounds it would take Eugene to get to them.
One.
You want me to roll initiative right now?
Well, this next round they go through, and then you roll initiative.
Okay,
Cool.
so that's also an additional 17 points of damage for the second hit.
Okay.
And for a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on a day.
Jesus Christ.
I should have done that
Okay.
first for the action economy, so that way I could actually
Yeah.
do the extra damage. but
And
I
you
can't.
would have been able to double your Hunter's Mark damage too, but you
New
know,
oath
you,
who
you
dis.
you live, you learn,
Ah.
you get lugs.
Oh,
It's a
man.
spar.
Eh.
It's fine.
Nothing could possibly happen.
I'll be
You
right
just
back.
took over
True.
70 points of damage in a spar.
Yeah. This is how we spar. Big punches.
Christ. Also, Ajay, make me another Constitution save because now you're
Sure.
not only do you smell delicious blood, but you're being hurt. This
Natural 20.
what the f-
I will drink when I'm ready. I'm busy, mother. Leave me be.
Cards. Hallelujah.
Where the fuck was our luck when this was anything besides intra-party roleplay?
do you know how lucky you all are getting right now?
It's
Okay.
raining cards.
Hey, listen,
All right.
Yenna doesn't know what's going on with today. Anita does, but Yenna doesn't.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Fuck me.
This
All
is
right.
Roll20 giving us love after everything you put us through. All those natty ones, this is payback. Look at all these 20s, baby.
Yeah. So,
Right.
that makes it a day's turn.
I'm gonna make 4 more attacks at Yenna.
Okay.
1, 2, 4.
The 14
Some
doesn't hit.
terrible rolls from a day.
The 14 doesn't hit, the rest do. Yenna doesn't have very high AC.
You know what?
Um,
Because I court chaos.
Oh my god.
Oh, amazing. Fantastic. So that's 52
Good,
points
use
of
those bad luck
damage.
cards.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to activate my Pact of the Forbidden Grave Warlock feature. And I'm going to cast Healing Word for free at the level of my Warlock spell slots.
52 points of damage, you said?
All right, because I court chaos.
Understandable. Understandable. That's completely valid. So I'll only heal 2
I
points.
have a name. Anyways.
Shut up. So
It's not
that's-
Yenna's turn. I action surge, and I'm going to swing 5 more times.
Oh my god!
4,
Do it.
5.
Fucking do it. Do it.
What is even happening right now?
One doesn't hit.
Okie doke.
You know, what is your AC?
16. It's 17.
25, 31, That's 49 points of damage.
So what was the previous one? Was 54 points of damage?
52 points of damage. 52 and 49.
Oh, yeah, and it's down.
Make me a constitution
Yenna's
check.
on the ground bleeding out, baby.
Hold on. Make me a constitution check a day.
Check or a save? Check?
Save.
Okay.
Does my aura count?
27. And I'm gonna, just for posterity's sake, I'm gonna add another D8 to that. Just because I don't know what the DC is. So it's a 30.
Does my paladin aura count when I'm bleeding out on the ground?
Not for this, because the entity does not consider you an ally.
Love that.
You see Yenna on the ground, and the instincts almost take over. You feel yourself launch for just a second, and then you stop at the sound of footsteps. And you see Eugene running over.
Eugene, a day looks at you like he's going to kill you. He's like crouched with one hand, scythe in hand, and he just glares at you as you approach.
Hey,
And that's where we're going to end the session for today.
Oh my god.
bruh. I was about to say, do we get one more chance to see if we get a KingsGuard ping since Yenna just went down?
Maybe in the next episode. Well, you know what? I'll let you roll it now. It's going to be DC 15 now.
You know what? I'm
Boy,
just gonna spoil this now. I go first.
Oh no.
Hey, maybe you can bloody a day.
Pull my dick off. Fucking.
Oh no.
Yo, Shoshav knows. Arabella's over here scooping shit into a bag.
Listen, Arabella's busy. She's got a lot going on.
Surrounded by bad shit.
I would just like to mention that I gave them downtime, and this is what they're doing with it.
You are the
cat
one.
shit.
Hey, no. You are the one who was like, hey, a day, you feel thirsty? That's your fucking
That
fault.
was-
That's not downtime.
It's gotta happen.
It does have to happen.
And I rolled, and it came up. It was time. Holy shit. Well, that's this episode of KingsGuard, everybody. I hope we all had a good time. Holy shit. I've been your GM Noir. You can find me all over the internet as the Noir Enigma. That's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Really quickly, just want to dedicate this episode to Mike, I guess. Ran into him at PAX. He's a real good guy. So just want to give him a shout out. There's a GoFundMe for his funeral. So please, if you have the means to go support, please do, because this community is a community and we have to look after each other. And just, if anybody out there for any reason is having a hard time, please take care of yourself, talk to somebody. There is help out there. Please contact 1-800-273-8255. That's the national suicide hotline. Just to make sure that you take care of yourself, because we don't leave anybody in the party behind. So just wanted to get that out there. And from there, we're just going to get to the most important part of any story, and that's the people that make the stories happen. So handing it on down to the king of KingsGuard. That's AJ Hooja Kid, aka Eugene Festifiger.
Hi, I'm AJ, also known as Husha Kid. I'm a video editor, transcriber, streamer, voice actor, and producer. You can find me on the 3Ts of social media, Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok as Husha_Kid. On usually the first Wednesday of every month at 7:30 EST, I serve Lord Quackers and Fallon Friends, a D&D actual 5e actual play found on Misty Mountain Legends as Dolph Fitzgerald, your cool bro halfling cleric / warlock. It would usually be tomorrow, but it has been canceled because our DM is going away for a vacation or just traveling. So we will not be able to stream. So you will catch us next month, most likely on when I get the calendar date of it on the 2nd of February. Do I not have my glasses around here? I guess not. On Thursdays, you know what time it is. It's time for the best esports team you have ever seen, Dub Club. Along with my teammates Milan and D, we go through all the games, all wins, every day, no losses. Do not check the VOD because, like I said, we always win. I have to recognize that D is the current winner for our Pokemon race. She did beat the Elite Four first. So as reward, you have to go buy her jacket. It's the rules. Like, if you're gonna buy anyone's jacket, you gotta buy D's jacket.
It's the Riddler.store.envy.com.
On Fridays, you can find me in the Star Trek adventure show called The Lost Frontier here on The Critical Misses. I play your nervous medical officer, Dr. Tixel Tix. He's going through a lot. He's just a nervous wreck, but he's just a little cinnamon bun. You just gotta love him. And I'm gonna save this last announcement for D to announce. So I pass it on to Anita.
I'm Anita, or Panita, or Critical Misses. You can find me here because I do KingsGuard. I produce the shows on this channel, and I am the GM for The Lost Frontier, our Star Trek Adventures campaign. And they're faced off against a Section 31 operative known only as Idris. We'll see how it goes. But pretty soon they will be heading off to find a certain ship. And I can announce now that we do have a guest star, the Noir Enigma, coming up fairly soon on that show. Yeah. But other than that, you follow me on the socials and you can find me places doing things. That's it. That's me. Moving it right along.
Yes. Could we also just give a big thank you to Anita, the producer of almost every single show. So basically, producer of every show. I don't know what I'm saying. Producer of every show.
I mean,
I'm me.
Just kidding, of
Fantastically
course.
done.
D.
Oh, hi.
Wow.
That's me. Hello, my lovely children of the dark. I've been D this time, until proven incorrect. And I've been bringing to you a day Zuko of Clan Zuko, child of Lilith. Hopefully you enjoyed your stay with us, lovely members of the KingsGuard. If you want to find me, you can find me back here next week, where I will attempt to murder the king as a member of his KingsGuard. On Tuesdays, you can catch me over on TTRPG for the next 2 Tuesdays, where I am playing a very... He's a sex cult leader named Lefarian in a game called The Between, run by the lovely Arcane Goth over on TTRPG. It's been great fun. Come join us for the finale of that. On Wednesdays, you can catch me here, where I am the twisted mastermind behind Blue Ghosts, which is a Blades in the Dark styled Don Bluth meets Heat type game where people are trying to steal things and not get their souls stolen from them by a giant river demon. On Thursdays, as AJ mentioned, you can catch me for The Club Club. And on Fridays, you can also catch me over on my channel where I normally stream something a little weird. I'm thinking of doing something called FMV Fridays on my channel where I play through FMV detective games and we all solve a mystery together and sort of watch a movie also on stream. So come on by, have some fun, and join us. But the most important announcement, well, the second most important announcement, is that tomorrow I am premiering the first episode of Through Hollow Flames, which is a D&D actual play 5e podcast starring 3 of the people that you see on your lovely screen right now. They will travel through the world of Maneus and help a wrongly convicted is the wrong word, but a morally gray person needs their help with the trials. And we will see how our team interacts with not only that, but with the treacherous landscape of the Wild North. So it will be great fun. It's going to be available on SoundCloud. There are visual aids included in the link dump where you can watch along to the things that I show my players while they play. And lastly, but most importantly, I am the reigning and retaining TTRPG Universal Champion. My reign has lasted for over 100 days at this point, and critics are starting to wonder if I can be dethroned. So if you want to learn
easy to
how
keep
you
the
can,
belt when you don't take no challenges.
Yeah, I'm Brock Lesnar. If you want to know where you can win a belt like this, you should follow me on Twitter at It's the Riddler. To keep up with all of my shenanigans. Thank you all so much for joining us, and I hope your new year has started off well.
Moving right along to Darby, our guano queen. I'm so sorry.
I'm the shit queen. What up? My batches. Hello, my name is Darby. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter as Chaotic Darby. Yeah, I've been here playing Arabella Chestnut, and I'm really glad that my sick ass was well enough to be here for this episode. Holy guacamole.
Holy guanamole?
Holy guacamole. Well, anyways, you can find me tomorrow on, well, old me tomorrow on
Hall of Flame.
Through Hollow Flame. I can't think. My brain is on fire. But our characters are not. Where else can you find me? You can find me on my own channel on Twitch, which, depending on how I feel tomorrow, I may or may not stream. But usually you can find me Tuesdays and Wednesdays, at the very least, on my own Twitch channel. I've been doing a lot of origami streams. Why does that pop up? Doing that. Yes, I can't think of anything else that I'm okay to talk about. So that is what I will go with. Otherwise, you can find me here on Mondays for KingsGuard when I'm not fucking dying of the plague. Pass it along.
Oh my God. All right. And last but certainly not least, Harper. What's up?
Hey everybody, my name is Harper, otherwise known as Harpersona, everywhere about the internet except for Twitter, where you can find me as Harpersona Games, because someone got Harpersona banned before I even joined Twitter. What the hell was that about? We have 2 cat familiars on screen right now, and it's a perfect moment. But you can find me here on Twitch or on TikTok as Harpersona. You can find me on Twitter as Harpersona Games. And I will say that you should go follow my Twitter because I'm going to be doing a lot of writing things and posting about it there for D&D stuff. So do that. And I'm also, with the start of the new year, my Twitch channel, which is pushing for affiliate, all of the proceeds from that channel are going to go to a different charity each month. So tune in tomorrow as I do another next installment in my cat is being very noisy, as I work toward the next installment of my Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Nuzlocke to find out more about that. I think that is everything that I'm working on right now. So I'm going to go ahead and toss it back up to Noir to close us out.
That's me. That's been the episode, everybody. Again, thank you so much for spending some time with us. It's always great to tell these stories, and it's even better to tell these stories in front of such a vibrant and welcoming community. And as always, please take care of yourselves. And we're gonna go. We're just gonna go chill for a bit.
We're gonna go. Are we raiding? What is?
Oh yeah, we can. Let's go ahead and raid.
raiding?
Let's go ahead and raid our friends over at TPK Roleplay. They always show us love, so let's show them some love back.
Yeah, playing Stargate Phoenix right now.
Yep.
For the king.
For the king. The king's about to fucking snap.
Bye.